All right, my friends, it's T Man, and I'm back with a new video, man. And in this is a commemoration type of video, but I'm gonna make I'm gonna make some videos that people have been requesting, and yeah, thanks. You know, we made it to 1,000, man. It was amazing. We could not have done it without each other's help. It's impossible. No man is an island. No man is an island, man. We all need help to get there somehow. We all pitch in with each other. Everybody that had subscribed to my channel, I subscribe back to those people when I see them in the section there where it says this person subscribed. I always subscribe back to them. Now, I don't know, YouTube is kind of strange. I can't see all the subscribers. They never show it. Sometimes posts disappear. Sometimes posts are there. There's something going on with YouTube. I don't know what it is. They keep trying to take away my subscribers. They keep trying to suppress me from growing. They couldn't handle it, man. The channel is just like exploding, bro. Get it? They just can't handle how's my channel growing so fast. Yeah, because it's popular. That's why. It's something new and improved, friends. Anyways, this is a video on Jason Blaha again. You know, our lifting slave, bro. Our gym lifting fitness slave, bro. Now I'm going to call him the grain slave because that's what this video is about. Let's review this video. Jason Blaha says run from any guru who says not to eat whole grains. Well, I'm telling you not to eat whole grains. So if you really want to run away from me, because I'm not recruiting lifting slaves, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. I am not recruiting lifting slaves. If anybody is telling you to eat grains which are toxic, then they're trying to recruit you. If they keep giving out misinformation, trying to confirm your fake beliefs, because he knows you're eating grains already and cereals. You're already used to all these things. But when somebody comes around and tells you what you're doing is actually the opposite, is bad for you, you don't want to listen to them because you have a fake belief that has been embedded in you. You've been conditioned to believe that these foods are good for you, but you know deep down, instinctually, it's slave food, bro. You know it's destroying you. It weakens you. It does not make you strong. So anyways, let's review this video. And let's see what he has to say.
You need to run from any guru or influencer who tries to tell you that grains are unhealthy. And when I say that, that is because that is what the overwhelming bulk of the medical literature and scientific evidence shows, that whole grains are extremely healthy. They're extremely healthy at the population level. They're extremely healthy at the individual.
He says it says that in the literature, that's extremely healthy. Well, that's not what I've read, but anyway.
Level. And the things to keep in mind, usually the arguments against them come from a few different sources that are not.
Oh, a few different sources. Okay, let's bring up a source.
Necessarily scientific or well supported with research.
Okay, so not scientific or supported by research. What I'm going to bring up, yeah, it's supported, bro. It's supported. It's supported. It's definitely supported, broski. All right, so if you type in Google, what type of toxins are in grains, you'll see this stuff come up, okay? There's information there. Okay, this is always a posting from NCBI from the bottom to the top. Whatever site is there, they're citing something that's within there on the top, okay? 3.11, whatever. Aflatoxin B1 is the major toxin. Listen to this. That's just the major toxin. That's not all the other toxins that are inside there. The major toxin in cereal grains such as corn silage, and sarguham, whatever, I don't even can pronounce these words. Alpha toxins are considered the most potent natural occurring carcinogen. So NCBI, contaminants in grain, they're contaminated, bro. They are contaminated. A major risk for whole grain safety. Yeah. So what are the natural toxins in seeds? In seeds, because that's what they are, seeds. You're going to break them open. When you break them open, the toxins are exposed. Common examples of natural toxins in food plants include lectins and beans, such as green beans, red kidney beans, and white beans. Carcinogenic glycosides in bitter apricot seed, bamboo shoots, cassava, and flax seeds. Glycocolloids in potatoes, 4-methylpyridoxine in ginkgo seeds, Calcicine in fresh lily flowers, and it goes on, man. There's so much more toxins out there. They're gonna say they're gonna try to tell you that there's some stuff in your food, but that must be processed, right? Look, all naturally occurring toxins found in grains. I don't know why they're adding meat and eggs in here, dairy products. So alpha toxins B1, B2, G2, whatever, are naturally biosynthesized and frequently detected in cereal grains. Yeah, you want to be eating that in your cereal grains? Cereals, yes. Particularly maize. Oh, fuck, I know that shit. While the hydroxylated metabolites of FB1 and FB2 are alpha toxin M1, FD1, and M2, FT2, whatever, which are present in meat, eggs, milk, cheese, produced from animals which ingested alpha toxins. They ingested alpha toxins? I don't know. I'd have to investigate that because I just brought that up now. Myotoxins in cereal-based products and their impacts on health on humans. Oh, their impacts on health in humans. Well, this would be a good one. I'm going to have to post this, I guess, right? This is oh, they have a whole section here. That was the section I read there, right? I don't know why they're talking about contaminants inside meat or eggs or anything like that. I don't know any toxins that are in there. But whatever, they can bring up anything. Maybe it's the handling of the food. I can't be sure, but I don't know anything about these toxins in natural products, but whatever. So they're talking about also impacts of health of human, livestock, animals, and pets. So myotoxins in cereal-based products, their impacts on the health of humans. Oh, their impacts on the health and livestock of animals and pets. Maybe that's what I didn't understand down there. Their impact on them. These myotoxins that are in cereal. So when you feed it to humans and pets, your pets and animals, they have these impacts on their health. Doesn't sound very good, eh? Cereal grains are the most important food staples of human beings. Why? Why is it the most important? You mean slaves? It's the most important food for slaves? No, man, you eat meat, bro. And livestock animals. We're not animals. They can be processed into various types of food, pasta, breakfast, cereals, cakes, snacks, beer, complete feed and pet foods. Oh, fuck, it's in everything, man. However, cereal grains are vulnerable to the contamination of soil microorganisms. I've heard about that, people working on the land. That's why we're filled with all these, what do you call it? These parasites within us. We're filled with parasites, man, and they're really killing us now. Yeah, because we don't have a symbiotic relationship with them anymore off the land. So, yeah, okay, so soil microorganisms, particularly molds. Yeah, we don't want molds, man. The toxogenic fungi molds not only cause quality deterioration and grain loss, but also produce toxic secondary metabolites, myotoxins, which can cause acute toxicity, death, and chronic diseases such as cancer, immunity, suppression, growth impairment. Oh, growth impairment. We don't want that. Yeah, man, especially if your guys are going to the gym. And neural tube defects in humans, livestock, animals, and pets. To detect human beings and animals from this health risk, to protect us from this health risk, many countries have adopted regulations to limit exposure to myotoxins. I guess you limit them? I think you should just stop doing that. The purpose of this review is to update the evidence regarding the occurrence of whatever, myotoxins. And it goes on and on and on. I guess there's a lot of toxins in there. We don't want to be toxified. Oh, look, see, soya beans, spices, that's your coach. Soya beans, all the coffee beans, among others. Yes, I know they're filled with toxins. Cereals, corn, nuts. Nuts are filled with all kinds. Look at all the toxins here. Whole list that they have in there. Whoa, it goes on forever, bro. Lots of toxins in there. Fungi and everything, you name it, bro. It goes on forever, man. It just flows. It flows. Yeah, something about Africa here. Egypt. I don't know. Maybe it's coming from there, too. Kidney diseases caused by OTA in Europe, Egypt, and fucking Africa, China, and everywhere else in the world. United States. What is this? Myotoxins. Gee, cancerous. Mutagenesis. Oh my God. This is really scary when you look at this. This is scary. Coach says don't talk to anybody that tells you that it's unhealthy. Oh, I'm sorry that NCBI is telling you it's unhealthy. Maybe you should unsubscribe to NCBI for posting this information, these contaminants that are in there, bro. Oh, look. They have all these. Whoa, what is this? Oh, Myotoxins 3.1, the one I just read. Yes, the Myotoxins in there. It's part of this, what is it? The contaminants that are in there. There's a huge risk in there. See, huge risk. It says right here, it says, in light, it says, with the narrative review, we shed light on the potential human health risk from contaminants in whole grains and elaborates strategies to mitigate such risk. You know how you mitigate it? Fucking just don't eat it, bro. We found that grains represent a significant source of food-borne contaminants. Nah, really, man? You just are finding that out now. Coach says it's very healthy for us, all these contaminants and toxins. So you gotta unsubscribe to me, bro. You can't be listening to me because yeah, I don't promote toxins, so I guess you can't be listening to me anymore. He says run away from gurus who say not to eat whole grains, which are toxic.
And one of them is, but it's actually completely easily resolvable, and people will laugh at how easy it can be fixed through this process known as cooking, right? Some of you may have heard of it. It's where you heat
This guy, yeah, we heard of cooking. Yes, it's where you heat up the what?
food instead of eating it raw. But
Oh, it's where you heat up the food and then kill it because heat kills things, right? So you heat it up, make sure you kill it completely, and then you eat it. So you don't eat it raw. If you eat things raw, don't they have like all the stuff that's in it that is a necessity in there to keep you healthy and everything? Yeah, you should be eating raw stuff, right? Raw meat, right? I don't know, man. The world is really gone in a handbasket.
to that one in a minute. All right, usually where a lot of this comes from, first of all, came from the whole paleo movement that had this idea that
Paleo movement? What do they do? There's no paleo. You guys call it paleo movement. There's no movement paleo. They're just these people in their countries. That's the food that they happen to eat in that region, whether it's wine, fish. Maybe they live by the sea, so they eat a lot of fish. They live by the sea. They eat fish, some meat, and they eat a bunch of other stuff. They eat what is close to them. When I lived in Mexico, I ate marlin. Where the fuck could I eat marlin up here where I live right now? I can't eat marlin up here. So anytime I'm down south anywhere, and if I'm on a beach town, I'm going to try to eat marlin. I'm going to try to eat the most expensive fish. I'm going to try to get the best, most expensive, the stuff that I can't get up here. And I'm just going to consume as much as I can, whenever I can. So yeah, these things you just don't get up here. You have to be close to those areas to eat that food. That's why those people who live in those areas, they're long lived or they look better than us or something, because they're not eating glucose. And Coca-Cola is just poison. That kills people, man. That's worse than cigarettes, Coca-Cola. They spread that poison all over the world to kill poor populations, to kill them. It's slave food. It's slave drink to make you work. That's about it. And drain the shit out of you, man. Toxify you and then, deteriorate you completely.
Paleolithic man didn't eat grains in large amounts and didn't have agriculture, so therefore we should be eating natural like our ancestors. Well, the problem is
We should be eating like natural like our ancestors. We should be eating natural food, yes. Like how we've been eating for a long time, but we've gotten into this such an artificial lifestyle, this artificial life that we live in now in these cities and everything, that it's all about money, bro. Nobody cares anymore. They'll condition you anyway so they can steal your money. And wow, you just look great there with those man boobs and that man. You look like my friend who's deteriorating right now. He was complaining in the gym. He said his knees were going, everything. He's deteriorating. He's looking very sarcopenic, and he's 70. And I'm telling you, you're what, 46, 47? You look very sarcopenia, dude. I'm telling you, you look 70, maybe 75, 80. My friend pegged you for 80.
multifold in nature. Number one, natural doesn't always mean better. Number one, in many
Yes, natural means better. Natural means better, yes. As long as you can cut out as many toxins as you can out of your diet, these fake foods and engineered foods, whatever, the better off you're going to be. You have to try. You have to try.
cases it does, don't get me wrong. But that is not your criteria, because we can study these.
Yes, that is your criteria. Your criteria is to eat as natural and as healthy as you can. That promotes health. Lifting there's no health benefits in lifting. What he's doing, throwing weights up in the air.
things now. Number two, Paleolithic man had an extremely short lifespan. Okay, that's a big one. Number three.
We don't know if Paleolithic man had a short lifespan. Can you prove that? You made that up. You were never there. You were never there. How the fuck would you know that?
Three, all right, all of our records show that Paleo man almost always ate grains. They just didn't have them as abundantly, but they absolutely ate them.
No. If they ate any grains, it was because they were starving. They were starving or something happened and they ate a grain or something, but it doesn't show that anywhere. I don't see that. Do you have any proof? Can you prove that?
Anytime we find fossil remains, there's always grains in their GI.
As far as I know, in Europe, only the last 2,000 years did we start farming. We're not nomadic anymore. We were nomadic. We moved around. Why did we move around as nomads? Because we moved where the animals went. The animals were migrating in different areas. So you would go there, you know, moving around so you can eat these animals. Yeah, stay healthy.
Track. Okay, so you have that. Then number three, our genes are different. Now people say, what? No. We don't change in just a few thousand years. We don't change in 20 or 30 or 40 or 50.
Our genes are exactly the same. We didn't change.
1,000 years, we actually do. Okay, and I'm going to give you guys one that I think everyone will.
When you break the laws of nature, you suffer the consequences. That's why we're suffering eating all these carcinogenic foods, man. Get it? That's why we're suffering. That's why you're going to the doctor, the dentist, the ER, and the pharmacy and the health food store. Yeah.
Get right off the bat. Okay. You ready? Here is absolute evidence that gene flow affects the population level in as short as a couple thousand years. Milk. Okay, you start looking at levels of lactose intolerance. It's absolutely based upon.
What about milk, man? It's pasteurized, and then it's fortified. It's dead. They kill it. They boil it, so it's dead. And then they fortify it. Okay, what do they fortify it with? More chemicals. And if you look in NCBI, they will tell you you shouldn't be drinking milk as an adult, especially this pasteurized milk, because of the exosomes that are in it. They're going to cause you, adverse effects to your health. Yes, definitely. That's what I discovered. I posted before in my community section. You can read it. I actually believe them. I don't know about like raw milk. I guess you can drink raw milk, but it's not something, you would do often. I don't know. Milk is great. Animals, they drink milk when they're babies, but after they grow up a bit, they don't drink milk anymore. And I think you're not a baby anymore. You should not be drinking milk too. There's a time to drink it, and then there's a time not to ever drink it again, because it will cause you a lot of problems. There's cholesterol in there, there's sugar too. So I once just glycolysis is gonna age the shit out of you, bro. Just like fructose, anything sugary.
What your ancestors ate on those continents in the last couple thousand years. It happens.
Here's another thing with milk. It'll make you tired, sleepy. It'll make you sluggish, depressed. It'll make you not want to do anything. That's another thing I realized. So that's why people are not functioning well in school. They're eating grains, which are toxic. Then they're eating this pasteurized milk, which is fortified. It's all garbage. It's got tryptophan in it. It's going to make you dead, sleepy, tired, and everything, cholesterol. And you're not going to function well probably in school. You're not doing as well as you should be. You probably could be doing a lot more better. You could be doing a lot better in the gym, but you're not willing to give up that putrid milk, that garbage milk that they serve you in the corner store.
Fast. Okay. In Europe, they've been drinking milk longer than in some other parts of the world. Asia to...
Yes, they have. I mean, some people are just not willing to give up their addictions. I think you need to get unaddicted to these things. Now, it's going to take work. It's easier to get addicted, I guess, right? And it's hard to get unaddicted. Well, I don't know about that. Make your addiction where you're going to get benefits. Try to make the benefits your addiction. You have to turn your addictions around to make it, make it a benefit. It's up to you.
Not quite as long. Africa, less long, right? As far as actual cow milk. Therefore, the rates of lactose tolerance versus intolerance at the population level are at vastly different percentages based upon that. It's not a good or bad thing. It's simply what you adapted to, right? You go back 100 generations, 50 generations, what were your ancestors consuming? Okay?
What were they consuming, Blaha? What do you think they were consuming during the Ice Age and all these kind of things? What do you think the natives were consuming in North America? What do you think they were consuming? Oh, bison. Yeah, why would anybody garden if they can eat bison? Yeah. And then they can spend more time on themselves doing things that they like to do in nature, enjoying nature. That would be the Garden of Eden, nature, wouldn't it? Because it's all free. You don't have to pay. So here's the thing. Nature is definitely free. So when the fisherman goes out there, he just fishes, he catches a bunch of fish, then he hauls them into the shore, and then he sells them to you, and you go to work. You're a slave. You go to your slave job, you slave money, and then you give it to this guy. Meanwhile, he captured the stuff for free, and he sells it to you. How about the people that sell wholesale products off of other people that created it, the slaves? They created it, and then there's a wholesaler there, right? He gathers it, he finds clients, whatever, people to pawn it off or sell it, and then these people sell it at retail price. Is that the real price? No, it's not. It's a slave price, get it, for the slaves. I mean, they don't bring down the prices. You don't even know what that price is, what that microwave costs or that blender, what the true price is. They just sell it at whatever price they want, as long as they can steal your money, your slave money from you, get it, because you're a slave. Yeah. Like this guy, he's a lifting slave. Now he's a grain slave. He's actually a food stamp grain slave. Yeah, man, look at his food basket.
Impacts gene flow, enzymes, everything else, because that is nothing more than an enzyme. It's just an enzyme in your gastro.
I think he's been communicating with me on my channel in the comments section recently. He's been communicating a lot because he watches my channel. He watches it.
Decimal system. It's just an enzyme. That's it. Right? But it matters.
Look, nobody in the fitness industry will dispute any of the NCBI reports that I put up. You want to know why? Because it doesn't fit their agenda. If you're trying to recruit, this is the whole thing about the lifting slaves. If you're trying to recruit lifting gym slaves and fitness slaves and all that, why the fuck would you put out proper information? You want to put out information to corroborate their fake beliefs. If they believe a stronger is going to get you bigger, that's the thing you should be pushing. You understand me? If you get a stronger, you're going to get a bigger. And you should tell people that they're weak so that they could get strong. So you can recruit more of these lifting slaves to the gym and tell them that they're weak and that they need to get strong. Come to the gym. You need to get strong because you're weak. That's how it works. If you look, I think people are really daft out there. You don't understand the whole concept of lifting slave, bro. Everything is to recruit you slaves. You understand me? So what do? They confirm your fake beliefs. On my channel, I'm not confirming anybody's fake beliefs, so they get pissed off with me. They're like, dude, why aren't you confirming my fake beliefs? Oh, you're a hater making these slave videos. Why are you doing this about Alex Leonidas? Why are you doing this? They cry about everything that I fucking won't confirm their fake fucking beliefs, bro, get it? I'm not doing it, man. Do you understand me? I have morals, bro. I'm not confirming your fake goddamn beliefs. Do you understand me, people that are out there? I'm not confirming them, man. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't care. I'm building my channel the way I see fit. And I say you're a lifting slave, get it? And if I say you're a lifting slave, you are a lifting goddamn slave. Do you understand me? And there's nothing you can do to reverse that. You understand? You're a lifting slave. Your Blaha's clients and all are lifting slaves, bro. Get it? He's recruiting people. All the fitness industry, look around. That was my whole campaign, to wake you people up. I'm educating you people. You're gym slaves. You're lifting slaves, bro. They told you crazy things to confirm some fake beliefs of yours. They confirmed your fake beliefs and you're like, yeah, I'm weak, so I need to get strong. If I get it stronger, I'm going to get it bigger and all this kind of weird stuff. Or I need to exercise. I got to constantly come to the gym. If I miss a workout, God forbid if I miss a workout. Oh, I always make my workout, even when I'm on vacation or this, that, whatever. All this bullshit shit stuff, bro. You understand me? Just live your life. Forget all this stuff. It's garbage. Success is a very short window. Arnold didn't stay there forever. He became successful, very short window, and then he fucked off. You understand me? He made a whole career for himself in Hollywood for decades in Hollywood. You think he hung around bodybuilding the rest of his life? What the hell would he stay there for? He went where he wanted to go. it was a means to propel him to where he wanted to go, acting. He said that this is the blueprint. Remember? He had a goal. He knew where he was going. He could visualize it. He could see it. You become that which you think about. If all you think about is success, then that window's short and you'll make it there quickly. But if you keep thinking that you need to be successful forever, like Blaha doing this lifting slave stuff, then you're never gonna make it, bro. You're never gonna make it.
Right? We are descended from people who have been agricultural for many, many, many generations. Longer than a 2,000 years. Almost all of us.
Yes, longer than 2 million years. And what about it? What about it, Blaha? What about it? You wanna confirm people's fake beliefs. Says keep eating your cereals and your grains and your putrid milk and all this kind of stuff. Yes, yes. So they can look like you, destroyed and sarcopenia'd. I understand what you're trying to do. You're angry. You're upset because it's not working for you. It's never worked for you. Okay, and so you're diminished and sarcopenia'd. Look at your ankles and everything. They're not regenerating. You suffer from sarcopenia. Skinny arms and skinny legs is a sign of sarcopenia with a big waist. You have a big waist there, a big waist, and skinny arms. That's why you always complain about your arms, and your legs are small and skinny. They are. And you suffer from kyphosis, some neurodegenerative diseases, and then your legs here, all those red spots, you have psoriasis. I know that because it starts at the bottom, goes up. You may even have gout for all I know. And you have a whole bunch of other things. You're suffering, man. You're suffering. You need to stop this. You need to stop this because when you do this, it's karma, Blaha. It's karma. When you enslave people like this on purpose, karma is punishing you. There is karma out there. I don't know about any gods or anything, but I do know that there is a type of thing like karma in the universe. There's an energy in this universe, and you give off very bad energy, man. It's very bad to do that to people. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right? We are very much, when we look at our enzymic pathways, we tolerate large amounts of starch extremely well. In fact,
listen to what he said. We tolerate a large amount of what is it? Starches. We tolerate. Do you want to tolerate stuff? Do you want your body to tolerate what you're doing it to the abuse? Oh, you should feed your body poison called alcohol. It will tolerate it. I'll feed it some marijuana and everything. It'll tolerate it. What happens when you become dysfunctional from it and then you cry, oh, what happened here? I'm paralyzed, or I can't move, or I'm fucked up, or I lost my liver. You know what I mean? Or my brain's gone now. It's googly brain because I smoked these drugs, or I injected some drug that's toxic. It gave me a heart attack or whatever. Then you cry about it. Well, why me? It should happen to the other guy. No, it's going to happen to you, man. It's going to happen to you. Stop doing that.
And our pets have developed to do so. Environmental pressure has created a situation.
Your pets are dying young because of these grains they're pumping in with the meat. You understand me? They're dying young because they're not meant to eat grains. And that's why we're dying young, because we're eating grains. Do not eat grains.
To where even dogs.
The major grain that everybody eats is guess. Bread. It's made from grains. Bread. You're eating bread. Everybody eats it. It's the most common slave food out there. It's been around for what, 2,000-3,000 years or something, maybe even 4 for all I know, or something like that. Bread. It's the major food they've given to slaves to eat. The slaves, the working slaves and the slaves. Yes, man.
Handle starches much better than wolves do. They're the same species. But we've raised dogs next to us for hundreds and thousands of years, right? Thousands of years at this point.
I don't know about hundreds of thousands of years raising dogs, but yeah, they've been around for a while.
They produce the enzyme to break down starch at 40 times the rate a wolf does in the wild. Because they've been eating all of our food all this time. They've adapted to it. So that is a nonsense.
Hold on. They've been eating our food all this time. They've adapted? We haven't really adapted to anything. We tolerate. Here's the thing. You feed your body poison, your body is tolerating it, but it can only tolerate it for so long until it becomes what? Dysfunctional. And that's when you start crying to your doctors, and then your dentist, your teeth come out, then your pharmacist for drugs, and then the ER, and what's next? The funeral home. So you're tolerating, your body's tolerating it. You should stop doing that to your body. Stop abusing it. It's a Ferrari. You wouldn't put cheap gas in your Ferrari, would you?
Claim, first of all. right? Plus humans handle starches and carbohydrates very well, so it's our preferred fuel source. All right.
We tolerate it. I'm going to explain this again. When you're younger, your body functions a lot better than when it's older. Okay, it's at peak optimum functionality. So it's tolerating, but that bloatness, farting and gas and bloating, inflammation and all that, yeah, you can feel the signs. You know what they are because it's your body's trying to tolerate it. It's trying to do something with it and it can't. It's simply tolerating it because you don't stop doing that. Overfed and undernourished, this nation.
And again, humans meaning modern Homo sapien. I'm not talking about Homo erectus 3 million years ago. All right, different species. And you're going to see arguments of we were super carnivores. And no, we as a species were never super carnivores. You're confusing us with Homo erectus.
I don't know about super carnivores, but we eat a natural food in nature, yes. Maybe that's what they meant by the Garden of Eden. They wrote in this Bible, they said something about Adam ate the apple and then we left the Garden of Eden. When we started to eat food we weren't supposed to, we broke the laws. When we broke the laws of nature, not these fake laws of God, but when we broke the laws of nature, guess what happened? This is what happened to us. We left the garden. We left the garden, bro. Get it? He ate the apple. Yeah, man. And then he died young. He aged and died.
3 million years ago. Okay. Also, Homo erectus didn't live to be 70 years old. All right.
How do you know Homo erectus didn't live to be 70 years old? How do you know that? How do you know? How do you know he didn't?
Back over to this other point. So you have that. Then you have the arguments of inflammation, and it has to do with conversions of omega-6, of LA into arachidonic acid. It turns out it's not true.
No, it's actually the toxins that are in it that gives you that inflammation. The toxins inflame your cells. Get a petri dish, okay? Get a petri dish. Put these grains in one petri dish and then put some human cells in there. Then put some animal food, animal meat, whatever, nutrients in the other petri dish. Notice how the cells flight or fight. They run away from the grains. But when you put it in a petri dish with meat full of good nutrients, guess what? All the human cells, they start running towards it like crazy. Yeah, man. See, when you're overfed and undernourished, your body is going to keep making you eat. You're going to keep being hungry and you're going to keep eating and eating and eating. And so you'll be overfed, undernourished, and you get fat. Yeah. You're never keeping up because your body is seeking nutrients, and the foods that you're eating are devoid of these nutrients, and they can't extract it from these grains, these toxins. They can't. And toxins are anti-nutrient.
And if that was a concern, if arachidonic acid was a major concern, you would run from any sort of fatty animal products. That's your main sources. Eggs, fatty meat, all that. That's where you get all of it in your diet almost. So drop that nonsense. If you're going to claim you're scared of inflammatory omega-6s because of their ability to convert to arachidonic acid, which is inflammatory, then you probably need to go full vegan, which I don't recommend you do, but that is the only way to get away from arachidonic acid. All right, I digress. Back over to the other point, anti-nutrients.
What is he digressing? Oh, now he's going to tell you about anti-nutrients. Again, he's just confirming fake beliefs.
Okay, anti-nutrients is a term that gets used way too much. Many anti-nutrients have health benefits. They're not all bad.
See? Not all anti-nutrients are all bad. They have health benefits for you. How could something anti-nutrient have a health benefit? This is the most retarded thing. Man, he must really think you guys have no brain of your own. He's going to convince you that something that's anti-nutrient is good. If it's anti-nutrient, they're not all that bad. It's pretty good for you to be anti-nutrient. You know, if it's got these poisons, it's pretty good to have these poisons. Yes, poison yourself often. What the hell?
Hey. The anti-nutrients people are concerned with in grains, it may slow the absorption of certain things or be problematic.
No, it doesn't slow the absorption of anything. It prevents the absorption of it, yes.
Get rid of them. Cook it. And a lot of
That's why you're eating so much. That's why you're eating so much. I could literally listen. I could literally wake up in the morning, really early, 6 in the morning. I'll have four raw eggs in the morning. That's it, and a cup of water. And then maybe in the afternoon, I may have a piece of salmon, a really good large piece of salmon. Okay, and honestly, I do not feel full. For most of the day, most of the day I feel full. I feel satiated. I feel full. Like it's like I don't really want to eat anymore. You know that? I just don't want to eat anymore. Why? Because it's highly nutrient. It's highly nutrient. My body got what it needed. It doesn't need anymore. It needs what it needs, and then that's it. And then maybe come around 6 o'clock, it's like I could eat a piece of meat or something, and then after that, I don't need to eat anymore. I literally could live off of 4 raw eggs, a piece of salmon, and then a steak at 6 o'clock, and then I don't need to eat anything else after that. One steak, that, and I'm fine throughout the whole day. But people are eating lots of carbs, energy food, very little protein, lots of energy food, cereals, this, that. They're eating all day. They're eating all day, all these weird foods, and they're making you hungry constantly. I know people snacking, they constantly snack, eating, snacking. They eat a lot, shitloads of stuff, but it's all artificial, garbage, engineered food.
your minute oats and stuff you're buying at the store are already pre-cooked, by the way, just an FYI.
The
So
oats are pre-cooked because you can't digest them. So they pre-cook them not once but twice, I heard.
stop eating raw oats, stop eating raw brown rice and just chewing it. Stop eating a raw
I don't think anybody's eating raw rice because you'll break your teeth, and the raw grains. They're not eating it raw because you can't digest it.
wheat. Okay? If you're concerned with anti-nutrients in grains, you should cook your grains. You should cook your whole grains, right?
That's it. Cook your whole grains so that they're completely dead, devoid of anything. Yes. Okay.
Now, oftentimes when they're heavily refined, a lot of those things go away, so it's not a concern. So in theory, anti-nutrients wouldn't be a problem with, say, white flour to the same extent or white rice, but you also really don't want to chew on those raw either. Not particularly delicious. So for my question for the people who are concerned with anti-nutrients, well, why don't you just cook them? Right? Why are you eating your brown rice and your wheat and your oats and your barley raw?
I don't know anybody that's eating that shit raw, okay, bro? What are you talking about?
We've been cooking as a species. That's a kind of a defining characteristic of humans. Cooking.
We've been cooking as a species, yeah, because the people that create these pots that make you want to cook your food and prepare and cooking and all that, they are recruiting you through cookbooks and through pots and pans to cook. They want you to cook so they can recruit you as a paying slave, a product slave, a consuming slave, so you can consume their products. Get it? But when you start eating things naturally, as you would normally naturally do, you'd find that you're not cooking anymore, and they'd be like, hey, I can't sell anything to this guy. He's gone back to eating his natural diet. Now he's even healthy. So we can't sell him any more of these supplements. We can't sell him on drugs, dentistry, doctors, and a whole bunch of other stuff because they're not a necessity. They're only a necessity when people enslave you with these things. Then they become necessities, yes.
Then your concerns for the anti-nutrients largely go away. But keep in mind, anti-nutrients is a term that gets used as a negative because of the word anti way too much. Many anti-nutrients have large amounts of health benefits. And they regularly...
Yes, anti-nutrients have a whole bunch of benefits. Yes, can you name one of the benefits, Blaha, of anti-nutrients? Oh, I know. It's anti-nutrient. That's a benefit right there, yes.
A lot of things, and they can be helpful on many, many levels. It is a term for over 100 different substances. It's a broad category. All right, guys, but that's
Okay, that's very interesting, yes.
really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative.
Thank God. And he's just like swinging these weights up and down like a yo-yo. Those arms and those legs are never growing because he's suffering from sarcopenia. He is exhausting the satellite cell. So he's not regenerating. He doesn't regenerate. Your lifting scheme as you get older needs to change. It needs to be regenerative now. You need to regenerate. If you don't, you're just going to wither away, bro. Like that guy I told you, the guy in the gym I met today. or the other day or whatever it was. This guy I know, he's 70. He comes up to me, he tells me now about his knees going out, everything going out, prostate, this, that. He can't sleep, suffering from insomnia, can't sleep, psychosis, blah, 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 whatever. It's going nuts, man. Knees are going, this, that's going. He's sarcopeniaed like crazy. Man, he says, I'm just deteriorating. He goes, I'm falling apart. I like when he said to me, I'm falling apart. You are falling apart. You better do something about it quick, dude, bro. Like this guy, he's falling apart too. And don't be like him, man. Don't fall apart. Don't be a falling apart slave. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel, comment down below. Helps with the algorithm, bro. Ski. I'll see you in the next one. Be doing commemorative videos soon. Within the week. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.